Hey, what's up guys? Ivan here, back with another video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be going over Marvel's Phase 4, what's going to happen in Infinity War, stuff like that, pretty much the future of Marvel. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so if you haven't seen any Marvel movie, or you're just getting into the MCU and you don't know too much about it, you probably shouldn't watch this video until you've seen every single movie, which I'm pretty sure most of you have, because you would probably never search it if you didn't. So, pretty much, the Marvel Phase 3 is coming to an end. Now, Phase 4 is going to be happening after Infinity War Part 2, I think. So, a lot of the actors' contracts are ending on that day. Well, pretty much after the movie, not on that day, so my bad. But yeah, in that movie, the actors are going to be done. So, like, actors like Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., I don't know about Jeremy Renner, but maybe him, I think, because Hawkeye was trying to go into retirement at Avengers Age of Ultron, and then in Captain America Civil War, they pulled him out of retirement. So, RDJ, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Iron Man, I think that he wants to retire, but the thing is he didn't, because in Civil War, that's why he didn't put on the suit until like the half point in the movie, because he kind of wanted to retire. He didn't want to be into that business anymore. But obviously Thanos coming will force them to obviously get him to put his suit back on. So pretty much in Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, a lot of characters are going to die. We all know that, and it's probably going to be the people whose contracts are coming to an end, like I said already earlier in the video. So the characters that I honestly, first of all, we need to go over all the characters I think are going to die in Avengers Infinity War. This is including from the Guardians of the Galaxy, and yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy also, not just the Avengers. So pretty much, let's go ahead and start off with RDJ, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Iron Man. Now, he started the MCU. Now, his character, Iron Man, was the first ever Marvel movie brought to the theaters. So, I honestly, sadly think he is most likely going to die, because it just makes sense for him to die in this movie, because he's been in it so long, and RDJ is getting old. We all know that. And probably wants to move on. I mean, he has been playing this character for 7 years from the time I'm making this video, and I think he's kind of tired of that. So, moving on to the next person that I see on this list is Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, who plays Star-Lord, obviously, in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2. And I think he survives. I'm pretty sure he'll make it through Infinity War. It just makes sense for him to make it through, because being that he's the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, it just doesn't make sense for them to kill him off so early, because they've only had 2 movies. Now, yes, the Avengers have only had 2 movies, but those characters in the Avengers have had way more movies. So, I think that he will make it. Chris Evans, Captain America, I don't think he's going to make it again, mainly because obviously Chris Evans doesn't seem as if he wants to keep playing this character. He wants to move on to directing his own films, and he doesn't really want to do the acting thing. He was never into the role in the first place. Marvel had to beg him to play Captain America. I was about to say Chris Evans. Next, Chris Hemsworth, Thor, who at the time of recording this video is the next movie is coming out. Thor Ragnarok hasn't came out yet, but pretty much, I don't know about Thor really, because I mean, it makes sense for him to make it out alive. So yeah, I think Thor will make it out alive of Infinity War. Obviously, we can see him in that leaked trailer getting his head, kind of ripped off. We're not getting his head ripped off. Thanos squeezing the mess out of his head. So I don't know if it'll probably have head trauma or something like that, but other than that, I think he'll make it out alive. So next, Scarlett Johansson's character, Black Widow. I honestly think she will survive, because I mean, it just makes sense. One, she's only been in 1, 2, 3. 3 movies, I think. No, 4, including Captain America Civil War. Nope, and nope. Yep, I think she's gonna die. My bad. So, I didn't actually think about all the movies she was in, but she's actually in a lot of movies. She's in both of the Avengers films. She's in Iron Man 2. She's in Captain America Winter Soldier. And she's in Captain America Civil War. If there's any other movies I missed, just let me know. Obviously, it's going to be Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, so 7 films. So I think she's going to die now. I wasn't thinking about that. So yeah, she's probably going to die in there. But I mean, I'll kind of be sad. They're probably going to have to find some type of new, fighting character, because she was the one doing that. So that'll be new. So moving on to Benedict Cumberbatch. Whatever. Screw it. Doctor Strange, okay. He will obviously make it because he's one of the new Avengers. He's only been in 2 films so far, including Thor Ragnarok, because he's going to be in that movie. So, including both the Avengers films, 4 movies. So, he's just starting, so he will obviously make it out of Infinity War alive to see Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, he will make it out, obviously. He's Spider-Man, I mean, come on. Again, he's only been in 4 films, so it makes sense for him to make it out alive. So, moving on to Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch, the name you might know her by, is also, I think she's going to make it out again. Now, yes, she has been in a few movies, but honestly, I see the Marvel being able to do more with her character. I honestly think that in Phase 4 that she'll eventually turn evil. I know it's a long stretch, but I think she might become evil because, I mean, I think it happens in the comics, but like she switches back and forth from the both sides, good and evil. Next up, we have Gamora, who is played by Zoe Saldana. That's her name, yep. I think her character might die. I think it's a 50-50 chance because, I mean, they do have someone kind of like her, which is her sister, and possibly one of those two are going to die. Either her sister, either Gamora or Nebula will die in Infinity War. I don't know which one yet, haven't decided. I might say Nebula. I'm not going to go into that too far because I don't want, like I said, I'm trying to keep this video under 20 minutes. And I'm at like 9 or 10. So, yeah, next is Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye. And he's dead. I'm sorry. That's not. I don't even have to go through a description for this man. I'm sorry. He's done. He's old. I don't think he's gonna keep playing it. He's already been trying to retire. They were going to kill him off in Age of Ultron, but instead they killed off Quicksilver. So, his character's done. Mark Ruffalo, Hulk. Hulk won't die because it's Hulk. Actually, Hulk might die for like the climatic thing, because they could just introduce Red Hulk and add him into what I'm going to say at the end of the video, because it's a Marvel Phase 4 theory, not who's gonna die in Avengers Infinity War. So next is Nebula. We already went over her 50-50 chance for her or her sister to die. Groot, I think Groot will die mainly because he can just grow right back. So yeah, not too much to do with him. Next is Drax. I think Drax will die. Sorry. I think he was real funny in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but he's going to die. It just feels as if he's going to do so. So next is Vision. Vision, everyone knows he's going to die because he has an Infinity Stone in his head. And obviously Thanos wants the Infinity Stone, so he's going to rip it out of his head. So that's kind of obvious. Sebastian Stan, he'll make it because that's who everyone's thinking is going to pick up the Captain America mantle. Now, I think he'll pick it up, and so obviously that means he will survive. Wong, sorry, he's dead because he's a backup character to Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange I think is gonna live on. I think Wong is gonna die. Mantis, she'll make it because she's a new character. She was just introduced in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Loki, I think they're trying to cut Phase 3 off from Phase 4, so honestly, I don't know if they will let Loki live, because I mean, if they're trying to introduce new villains, new flow, Loki's gonna die because I mean, yes, he's the best villain, obviously by far in the MCU right now. But honestly, I think that he possibly, or maybe not, could die because I mean, he does trick you out of it. Like I think he died, well, considered dead 2 or 3 something times now. But yeah, I don't know about him. Maria Hill, who's that girl you forgot about in Avengers Age of Ultron and the original Avengers, yeah, she's dead. Sam Wilson, I think he'll live, but it's between him or Bucky to whoever is going to become the brand new Captain America, because we all know that Captain America will die. Steve Rogers will die and give it up to somebody, even though he's really not the Captain America at this point in time. But when Avengers Infinity War comes, he's obviously going to put the suit back on. Ant-Man, he'll make it because he's one of those new characters I was talking about. And Black Panther, he will also make it. Now, the next person is Wasp. She will obviously make it because she's one of those new characters. Now, so since we got all that out of the way, we went over everybody. Now it's to see what's going to happen actually at the beginning of Phase 4. Now, obviously, being that those characters I said that were going to die are gone, which is obviously pretty much the whole entire original Avengers. Really, Carl? You had to pass right now. The whole entire original Avengers cast is pretty much dead. I'm considering them just all going to die because the new Avengers is in the comics. It's what happened in the comics. All the regular Avengers died, and now they have new Avengers moving on. So obviously the Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm actually very interested to see what they do with that, because there's two groups, Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers. Are they going to come together as one group, as just called the Avengers, or are they going to stick to one group being called the Guardians of the Galaxy and the other being considered the Avengers? So I'm just going to go ahead and say that they're going to keep them apart. So the brand new Avengers I think there's going to be is obviously Doctor Strange, because he is going to be the I don't think he's going to be the leader, but Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, possibly Scarlet Witch. Like I said, I don't know about her character, if she'll become good or evil. I don't know, but I think it's iffy. Next is Groot. Nope, Groot's not a Avenger. Sorry. Vision, he's dead, but possibly he can come back to life by just putting the Infinity Stone back on his head. But if he ripped his head off, no, I don't think he's coming back to life. So yeah, I think he's dead at this point. Manta, nope, she's a stinking, gosh, I'm sorry. Sam Wilson, yeah, there's a guy. Falcon, he'll be in there obviously because he is going to live through Infinity War. Ant-Man, Wasp, and Black Panther. And that's what I think are going to be the brand new cast for the new Avengers movie, that whenever that comes out. But I think that 7 characters I named there. Yes, 7 characters. Now the original Avengers had 5. Now the next Avengers film, we obviously don't know. I think it might be like something like Galactus coming to Earth, but I don't think they have the rights to that, since they did that in like the Fantastic Four, like the old Fantastic Four movies. So they can't do that. But what I do think is the new movie that's going to come after the Infinity War and start off Phase 4, I think, is going to be the next Spider-Man Homecoming 2. That's what people are thinking it's going to be, and that's what I most likely think it's going to be. We know Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming after that. We know, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I know Doctor Strange is going to come out with another film. And Thor is possibly... Did I even mention Thor? Yeah, I did. But Thor is possibly to die and possibly not to die. Now, people don't know about the girl Thor or the guy Thor who's gonna take over the Thor mantle. But honestly, I think Thor will survive. So there will probably be a 4th Thor movie. There won't be another Iron Man movie because I've already said he's possibly going to die. If he doesn't die, I'll be surprised. But Doctor Strange will have a Doctor Strange 2, an Ant-Man and Wasp movie, like I said earlier, a Black Panther 2. You haven't obviously seen that yet. Hopefully it's good. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that's all you can really think of at the moment, because there will be new characters coming in Phase 4. I think there will be some new characters, because they did new characters in Phase 3 and 2 and 3, I think, right? I don't exactly remember because I haven't gone back and looked at all the Marvel movies, but I do think Phase 4 will have new characters, obviously, because they do it every single phase. So really, it's up to Marvel to decide what's actually going to happen, but that's really what I think is going to happen in Phase 4. There'll be new characters, who will live, who will make it through their movies, all that type of stuff has pretty much been introduced in this video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, also comment down below what you think is going to happen in Phase 4, as like all the movies, who's going to die and who will live. And one other last thing that I said I was talking about in this video that I forgot about in like 5 seconds. But yeah, Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.